Hi everybody, Tim Bart's here, McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, and we are live with you doing a special live stream. We are still going to stream live tonight and take more questions. And tonight, this year, I just want to kind of have fun. I'm going to watch it. I figured if I'm going to watch it anyway, why not watch it with you guys and answer any questions you might have when it comes to lightning information. So I thought, well, let's go live a little bit early and about 30 minutes, and I can answer any specific questions on the lightning, or if there's not really a lot of questions coming in on the lightning, we can throw out other questions if you want to, and have a little Q&A here before it goes live. And I do have it there in the side there where I normally have my topic of the session. There you can see that is actually on my screen on my other monitor over here, so we have that going live. We know when it's going to start. If anything comes up prior to 29 minutes from now, then we'll go ahead and cast over to that. And so then we'll just at that point, I figure if you want to go over to theirs, you can. I'll be watching it right here on their YouTube channel as well. And so I'm gonna, of course, once it starts, I'm gonna mute the microphone, and you can just watch it right here if you want, right on our live stream if you want to do that, or kick on over to theirs. You can if you want to. No hurt feelings there whatsoever. But of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, if you're new to this, maybe I did post this out on some other forums that I normally am not real don't post a lot on, and that's the F-150 Lightning forum, or some of the Facebook groups out there. So if you're new to this and don't know anything about us, we are a Ford dealership here in Salina, Kansas, and I try to stay up to date as much as I can, and I won't say I try. I do stay up to date on all the Ford news, updates, and information when it comes to scheduling and different things like this. All these, we've done about 4 product launches now about this, and knowing a little bit about it and how the process is going to work. And so did some of those videos on the Lightning, and real excited about it. I have a Lightning as well. By the way, I have my Lightning jacket on here, so I have to move the camera now so you can see it. But I am excited. I have one that was as soon as it launched, I put in my reservation right away, and I do have mine on order with a build date of June 13th. That's right. June 13th is when my build date is, that week anyway. As it gets closer, we'll get a closer. They'll give me to a day and everything within that week, but at least we have a week that it's gonna be built. So I'm excited about it with some of you. Some of you have reservations in there, not scheduled yet, and that kind of thing. I know you're excited as well. So we'll hopefully get all these people, everybody scheduled and get theirs built as soon as possible. And so I'm excited. I have an F-150 that I'm trading in, a 2020 F-150 trading in on the Lightning, and I'm ready to go all electric. I'm ready to save on some fuel and have a great truck. But I did get a chance to ride one. They are a fabulous vehicle to drive. So much torque, so much power. I'm really excited about it. So let's go ahead and dive in and answer some questions while we're waiting for this this live stream here. So I do have Sarah in here with me. She's my assistant, helping me out, answer any questions and everything. So how are you guys getting your delivery times? I actually haven't seen any delivery times yet on any of our Lightnings. Of course, we are getting estimated, and I think people maybe are going off of the date that theirs are being built and know about 4 weeks later should be when they arrive. And so maybe they're just they're guesstimating on their build date of when it will arrive. Like if mine's supposed to be built the week of the 13th, then I should be getting it around July 13th or somewhere around there. So that's a pretty good guide once it rolls off. I didn't add any bed accessories. I'm not going to hold this up whatsoever. In fact, the only thing other than the Lariat 511A package that I added was I added the tow package so I can have that extra cooling for it. Thought about going with the power running boards, but they're not available yet, so I left that off my build. Otherwise, I think I did go to all-terrain tires, but that was about it. So I left it alone. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, if you do have any questions for me, go ahead and tag at McArthur, all one word there, and I can see it. It pops up nice and orange for me. Feel free to chat with amongst one another and everything. But if you have a question, go ahead and tag that at McArthur, and I can make sure that I get that, see that there. And we do have some members in here. So Gary, welcome, welcome. And we have some others. Did I see somebody that addressed others? William's in here too. He's always on my Thursday night live stream. So we do live stream. If you're new to this channel and us, of course, did I put the subscribe up there? You can subscribe to our channel, so don't forget to do that. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified when we do have another video that goes live. We do a lot of product videos on our YouTube channel, so check it out. I like to go, I call them my complete guides because I cover all the standard equipment, optional equipment, different packages, equipment groups, standalone options, even get into accessories on my videos. They tend to be long, but they're very thorough, and a lot of people like those. So if you want some of those, I do have actually those on the Lightning on all the 4 different trim levels, so you can check those out. And then of course we do now been starting to do more updates and videos on, some not only how-to videos, but also giving you guys updates on what's going on when it comes to production levels and that kind of thing. So really enjoy those videos and connecting. But we do a live stream every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. That's where we're at in Kansas. That would be 8 p.m. in the East Coast, and on the West Coast you'd be looking at 5 p.m. I think. So yeah, you're welcome to join us. Of course, those once they are done and they go live, I do live Q&A. I do scheduling information. What vehicles are going to be, scheduled, and what, emails you might be looking out for if you have one on order, that kind of thing, as well as keep you updated on constraint lists and different things like that as well. And we do a topic of the evening every night. Tonight's going to be fun. Let's see. I can't remember what tonight's topic is, and I can't get on that screen to look it up. So, but I will try to, it's going to be fun. I think it'll be a fun, conversation tonight, because I think we're going to talk about what's going on. There's a lot of dealers out there that are getting their vehicles in and finding out after they come in, when they ordered it months ago, that it was going to be MSRP and coming in, and now it's not MSRP, and they're waiting for 6, 8, 9 months, and then they're walking away with no vehicle to drive. And that's just, and kind of we're going to go over that and talk about that tonight. But so, well, Johnny's in here. Johnny's a great channel too. Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. So welcome. All right. Okay. Stretch has a question. If you order a tow package, does it change axle ratio? Don't want to. No, I don't believe it does. Really it doesn't mention what's included in there. When I went to the training, they had mentioned why would somebody go and need the tow package, and I basically blurted out that it would give you extra cooling, because that's what it does on the F-150. When you get a max trailer tow package, is that you get extra cooling, usually auxiliary air coolers and that kind of thing, and that's what they said. It gives you extra cooling, but it does not mention anything about any kind of gear ratios changing whatsoever. So. All right, so Pat said, so happy to see the Ford launch today. What is your take on the Sync 4 and the Android issue rolling out on the 22 Lightnings? I'm not sure what issue you're talking about. I do have a Bronco with Sync 4. I like it. One of the things I don't like is that you can do wireless Android Auto, and I don't do that because I don't always want it to go right to that every time. So I do not do that on mine. So that's maybe what you're talking about, but I mean, it's a cool feature, but we found that especially if I'm taking the vehicle and my wife has hers connected as well, when I start the Bronco, her phone sometimes will connect. She's in the house and it'll connect to mine because it's Bluetooth and it's close enough. So that's one of the drawbacks that I found with the Sync 4 and the wireless Android. So I'd rather plug in. So that's why I have mine set up. And you can, take that, deactivate that, or I think what I have is I have my my Wi-Fi turned off, I think is what I have, so that way it works just like my Sync 3 does. I'm kind of used to that, so you might try that, but I'm not sure how it'll be on the Lightning. Should be it's Sync 4A for what I'll have. I know if you have the XLT and then 12-inch screen, you're going to have the Sync 4. Those with the Lariat and Platinum, they'll have the Sync 4A system, similar to what you're seeing in the Mach-E. So, all right, another question. Is it possible to delete the Charge Station Pro from a Lariat order to keep the MSRP below 80K? No, it is not. That just comes with it. I know that Pro Charger's about, I can't remember, I think it's about $1,000 or a little more maybe than that. If I remember right, $1,300. That's what I think it is. It's $1,300 for that. So like those that get the standard battery can get the 80 amp Pro Charger for $1,300 and then have it installed in their house. So, and something to keep in mind on that too is those home, they're going to be able to install that and it'll charge your vehicle. But if you want the backup power to be able to power the house, that you have to order the extra home installation kit. I think they call it the HISS home I can't remember what exactly the word now, but home, you have to get the home kit from them to be able to Sunrun to be able to do that, to be able to back up. So keep that in mind. The power is made to go out to the truck. To be able to go the other direction, you have to install an extra system in the house, and that's going to be extra cost. So keep that in mind. The only reason I know that is because I plan to do that and plan to get that. So I've done a little research on that and some training on it. So just got an order in the last secret wave. How long should it take for from dealer acceptance will till getting a build date listed in the Ford webpage? It could take a little while. Just like with mine, I put my my order in on my wave 3. I put it in, and it probably took about 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe even longer, before I got a build date. So it can take a little while to get the build date itself. So we are curious about that ourselves, because we had some people, some customers that recently had a wave 6 invite and their order was with another dealer. We are out of allocations, and we were not able to get any more invites for our customers. But they wanted to switch over to us, and so we contacted Ford Corporate, got a lot of people involved, and what they told us was they can switch the reservation over to you, but they won't be able to order until you have allocations. Well, yesterday someone switched over to us. They had their invite in there. They couldn't extend their invite to next year because we don't have allocations. I said, well, just go ahead and try to punch the order. So he ordered, we accepted the order, and it's showing in our Webdo order system as being a good, clean order. So not sure if that means he's going to get scheduled as a 22 or if it's going to get pushed to 23 when we have allocations. Not sure. If it works like allocations are on other products and other models, is that until we get Lightning allocations, then we won't be able to schedule that. But we get F-150 allocations, and it's in the same F-150 ordering system. So I'm not sure. I guess only time will tell on those. But all else fails, at least they're in for an early 23 as soon as we get an allocation. So I actually had had 3 on Friday that contacted us. All of them were getting, I think 2 out of 3 were having, their dealer was marking their vehicles up, the Lightning orders up. So they wanted to switch over to us because we're doing MSRP, and we welcomed, come on over. And then we had another one that just wanted to work with us because their dealer just wasn't quite in the know on the Lightning and just felt more comfortable with us. So all right, so let's see. Next question. I got only 6 cleanup. So excited. Ordered the exact same truck as you, Tim. Does today's launch include any deliveries or just the first day? I think they haven't really told us as dealers what's going on, but I think what it's going to be is kind of more of a celebration of the first vehicles being produced for customers. The demo ones have been produced, and they usually will do those for a little while and send those out. So we have our demo coming. But I think today is the first customer vehicles that are getting launched, and probably get the okay to buy, which means that they can actually be shipped out. So hopefully we see that. Thank you. Somebody put in the home integration system. Yes, home integration system. That's what I was thinking. Okay, the HIS system. All right. And then I've seen some window stickers with Charge Station Pro Delete. Maybe it's only for I think probably it's it could be for fleet, but it also could be maybe the demo units, possibly. So, but there is no, on the order guide, there is no delete on that. And I do think, yep, you know what, you're right. I believe it is for fleet customers. So I think that is on the order guide. Let me pull that up. I do want to keep my screen over here on, so I'm not going to use that, but I can use my phone and pull up the order guides. Give me just a second. 22. Order guides. I keep them all in my Google Drive because I'm always referring to them when I'm at home, and I want to be able to answer questions. So F-150 Lightning, because they did update the order guide for that, and oh my word, I can't see that. Okay, so when I look at I know on the Pro version, yes, there is a Pro Ford Charge Station Pro Delete. It does say fleet only. So yes, that is for the fleet customers. So that's probably where they got that. So I forgot about that. You guys have a lot of Hybrid XL orders pending from October or Hybrid. I'm assuming you're talking about Maverick. So I just I want to make sure I'm correct there. And switching gears here. We've been talking about Lightning. Just want to make sure. Got a couple Maverick questions. Okay, you do put Maverick down there. So we haven't seen any October hybrid orders getting scheduled yet. Think we have a few August ones that have gotten scheduled with no luxury packages or anything on them. Have not seen any Octobers yet. Okay, any other questions? I am down to the bottom now. All right. Question for any of you out there that are in the stream. If you have a like wave 1, have you been contacted by Sunrun yet? I'm just curious at how soon they contact you to get that installed in your houses. I don't know. I'm sure I'll find out eventually for wave 3, but I don't think that our one wave 1 has been contacted by Sunrun yet to have that installed. But I'm really excited to see what that time frame is of how soon. If it's they contact them as it leaves the factory, and it's 4 weeks to get them here, if that's when they start contacting and going over that. But kind of excited to get that all figured out. I know I have an older house, so I'm wanting to have that discussion and that talk with Sunrun, so because it might take a little work to get our house all set up and to go and such like that. So by the way, anybody out there thinking of doing solar panels, I actually toyed about it. I have a nice big 3-car garage, and the back part of my garage would be a great place, and even the front part of the garage, to put a nice solar panel in there. I don't know, it'd be kind of fun to go I was like, hey, what if we just power the house and the car by solar power, and really can help out there. I don't know, something to look at. And I know Sunrun, the only reason I thought about this is because Sunrun is they do solar panels, so it'd be kind of fun. All right, so let's see what else. Mav XLT Luxury Hybrid. Will I still be getting an email from you regarding scheduled date? Just asking. Yes. I sent out all the emails for everything that got scheduled last week. Those went out on Wednesday, so you should have received that if you were scheduled. If you're not, you can contact me, email me. Those email addresses are there right below on the bottom of the screen there. If you want to email me, I can look up your order and make sure you're scheduled. Of course, as long as your order's with us. I know I see your name there as Desert Diva, but your order would have to be with us, of course. Just wanted to clarify that. So I've had a lot of people contact me wanting me to look up their orders from other dealers, and I can't do that. All right, so I've been contacted. But I'm not in a Sunrun service area. Oh, I didn't think about that. So Sunrun, so that's a good question. So Sunrun do they not, if they're not in your service area, like they don't have technicians, do they not install it? Do they refer it to an electrician then? Because I know they'll, if you want to elect to have your local electrician do it, they'll send the home charger to you and then have them install it. I'm assuming, is that what they're doing for you? Go ahead and type that in, let me know. All right, William, does it make sense to build electric vehicles when in the summer California keeps having rolling blackout due to not having enough electric? That's a great question. See, and that's what I wondered. That's a great question. I mean, I'm not sure. I do wonder too is what will happen to as we get more and more electrified vehicles. Will our electricity bills go up? Will they start charging us more? That's been a question that I've had. You'd think that they would, but I think electricity is maybe a lot in a cheaper realm and doesn't take as much as we think. So maybe that's why it's not going up. So all right, Chad said yes. I'd been thinking about the solar panels. Also, what is the payload of the Lightning for the work truck edition, and can't get it. And can you get a bigger screen in that work truck edition? I believe the screen. I'm assuming you're talking about the Pro version, and I believe. Oh wow! Now you're catching me off my game here because payload. I can't remember what the payload. I think payload's 2,000 if I remember right. It doesn't matter if it's a Pro version or XLT or above. Their payload should be 2,000. And then the bigger screen, I believe the screen is going to be the 12-inch screen, even on the Pro version, if I remember right. Let me check. Let me look at my order guide here. I might have to need my glasses here. I'm gonna pull this away. Somebody's probably gonna come up with that answer before I even get to it here. Yep, 12-inch digital productivity screen, and then that should be listed under the Ford Pass information. Where's that at? Yes, 12-inch screen. That's what I thought. So yeah, the Pro version, XLT version will come with the 12-inch screen. That portrait style screen, and then your Lariats and your Platinums will come with the 15.5-inch portrait style screen, which I'd rather have the 12-inch screen, but Lariat to me is just for me, cost savings of going to that is where I want to be, because I want the extended battery. All right, so we have you had lots of problems with the Bronco Sports? Ours smell like gas or burning oil. 4,000 miles with one oil change, the car smells. Brought into Ford 6 times. Lemon law. We have not had any seen any major issues with that. I don't see any. Of course, I'm always walking through service and everything, and I'm not really seeing a bunch of Bronco Sports on our service drive. So, and we have a lot of Bronco Sports in our area as well. I mean, I'm about every day I see one or two, or even more than that, driving around town. So we have a lot in town. So I have not. All right. So So Rich, you're asking if the floor mats are a constraint on Mavericks. No. No. I haven't heard that. I know that you're struggling right now getting them from aftermarket, but it was not added to the constraint list. And next week is when we're doing wholesale. So we'll have, actually, it might be the end of this week. I think that might be at the end of this week. So once we do wholesale, we'll get a constraint list. So that might be added on the constraint list, but for right now, it is not. So it shouldn't be an issue there. I've heard nothing about how or when the Charge Station Pro will be delivered. Yeah, I haven't either. From what I understand is that if you want to go with, you have an option. Sunrun will contact you, and if you want Sunrun to install it, they'll bring it with them when they install it. If you want an electrician to do it, then they'll send it to you so that the electrician can install it. So from what I understand, and I don't know how soon out that is. Probably once yours is in transit, once it's been built and it's being shipped out, that gives you about 4 weeks to get it installed, I think. But all right, any other questions there? All right, so down here, do you know when demos will hit dealers? I heard some dealers said that theirs were showing up this week or next week. Thought I saw something somewhere on Facebook or somewhere where there's a dealer said that theirs is arriving next week, and which I think was this week. So they are going out. I'm not sure when. I have to look up my screen. I'm not sure when ours is set to come in. But I know ours is scheduled, like, I think it's already been built, actually. Oh, we got something going on over there, so I'm glad I had that on the screen. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click over to that. I'm going to create so that way you can get the audio, and hopefully I have the audio set up for that. I didn't think about that. Sarah. I'm working on that sound, so I didn't even think to test the sound out before we started the live stream. I figured it'd just be able to play. So I am working on it, folks. Give me just a second here. All right, so weird thing. So I can hear it in my headphones from my computer, but for some reason it's not casting to the live stream. So let me see what I can figure out there. Anybody that's smarter than me figures it out, let me know. I don't know why I didn't think of this and test this out earlier.
No, they don't really roll. Definitely. They look like they have wheels on. Yeah, mine does. Mine does. That's too.
Now can you hear it? Still not?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Switch your source, and somebody said to switch the source.
Google. Hey, Google.
Not like I put me on a crunch there, but now I got a minute to get it done. Well, folks, looks like I can't get that to work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream, and I want you guys to go over and watch it yourself, and maybe we'll come back and recap, or I'll recap tonight. So go over and watch the stream yourself. Sorry, folks. The link, I'll put the link down in the description real quick for you on that. Oh, dang it, that's not right. So I put the link down in the description if you guys need a link to that, to the YouTube video. It is on Ford's YouTube channel, but sorry I can't get this to work. But I can keep the stream on if you guys want. Watch it over there. But so sorry about that, folks. But technical delays or technical issues when you're going live, right? Appreciate you guys coming to the live stream. We'll just call this the pre-show. So enjoy the live stream, and we'll talk more about it tonight's live stream. So come back tonight, 7 p.m., and we'll talk more about it. Thanks, guys.